Bhagavate Ramakrishna. Multi-formed mantra. We are in the 7th class of this second series of mantra yoga. Everything in this world, most things in this world, look carefully, they have obviously one aspect. But dive down deeper and you'll find there are many aspects. It seems the surface gives us one reading, and as you dive deep into the heart of that particular thing, you will have different aspects. For instance, the mind, it's one, but it has many forms. So it seems like this one and the many are different aspects of the same thing. The mantra also has the one and the many aspects. It's an amazing fact that people, when they take up the practice of repeating a mantra over and over, as we know, over and over and over again. And as we have discussed it before, there are various levels of that mantra. Every time you repeat the mantra, you're not repeating that same mantra. It's like we had given an example, you don't step in the same river twice. That's the old Buddhistic, can say, teaching. So every time you repeat it, you're not repeating that same mantra, but at the same time, it is the same mantra. You've gone deeper down. You've gone to different aspects of this. So what happens is, as you keep on repeating, your mantra encapsulates at a different level all the mantras. This is an amazing thing. Take for instance Om. Om is the kind of the parent, the source of all mantras. And even if you have the seed mantra and you can say the name of deity, it doesn't matter. All sounds ultimately merge in this one sound. Your mantra encapsulates all other mantras. Simple as that. I think this is clear. One mantra, your mantra, the one you're repeating, has in itself all mantras. But then there are other mantras with various variations. Yes, on the deeper level, they all kind of coalesce. They all become one. This is the first principle of mantra yoga. The multi-formed mantra means this. There's another aspect I would like to bring in to explain what exactly happens within as one repeats the mantra. We are generally not aware of all the various processes that take place inside, because either mind is too distracted or it's not too deep. We don't know what's actually going inside. So to explain this, let me bring in the principle of homeostatus. What is homeostatus? It's a self-regulating internal biological and chemical processes by which an organism tends to maintain stability while adjusting to conditions that are best for its survival. Stability that the organism reaches is around 30. So it's It's only a kind of a stability that the body generates. So this homeostatus, people don't understand that the basis of all medicine and all health and all well-being is this homeostatus. If this is absent from your calculations regarding your health or wealth or whatever, everything will collapse. This is the fundamental regulating mechanism of the body. Your neurological, your biological, even your intracellular pH levels, that is acid levels, are controlled by this. The temperature outside may be anything, but there is a constant inner equilibrium. You feel hungry, the body will go to drink water. If you are thirsty, there, water, food, everything, sleep, everything is regulated, everything is in a kind held in equilibrium. And when this equilibrium is disrupted, you have problems. So this body has been evolving for millions. It knows what has to be done and what has not to be done. It knows its business. You guys have been trying to tell it what to do. So, in the same way, when you start doing your mantra repetition, there is a kind of a mantra or a japa status that is actually developing in this. It develops. You start with the physical, okay, and then it goes deeper and deeper. It goes to the level of the prana, and then the mental level, then the moral level, the intellectual and the psychical level. There is a just integration, that is status. If the body is not integrated or in the state of equilibrium, your japa will not fructify the way it's supposed to. It will not be effective. So the idea is, number one, as you keep on repeating this mantra, you start with generally, your repetition is round ear, round the mouth, if you notice. It's always, yeah, it's here. And your visualization is something around ear. And the meaning kind of flashes around. We are used to these kind of things, but that's just a starting point. Let's not take it that this is the beginning and the end of repeating mantra. The mantra repeats itself here. No. The mantra slowly descends down and down and down and down. As it goes on, you see the repetition like the Om is slowly, as you keep on repeating it, it gets deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. This is the mantra status, or the mantra, you can say, integration, or you can say the japa status. The homeostatus, the japa status. This is important. Otherwise, the mantra will not awaken. It's as simple as that. And the body will not awaken. Now, not everyone, most of us know that what is the status? The status that like the homeostatus is nothing but in those who have done puja, it's in the tantras that every part of the body has a particular mantra. Especially when you sit down to do puja or sit down to do any kind of thing. So you have to first touch that part of the body and repeat the mantra in order to awaken it. So this whole body, it's like you put this, it's like Nama, and then E Nama, E Nama, U Nama, U Nama, Re Nama, Re Nama, Nama, A Nama. And then you have something like on this side also you can say Chang Nama, Tang Nama, Gang Nama, Dang Nama, Nan Nama, Gang Nama, Jang Nama. All these parts, the whole body is actually kind of has a specific mantra. This is very important. Until and unless all these mantras are repeated and that part of the body is awakened. Where is the body? It's done on the physical level, but it goes down to the prana level. And then it goes down to the subtle body level. So these mantras are in the subtle body. It's as important as this. Now, as the subtle body is awakened with these mantras, so every part from here, from the crown of your head till the feet, every part, every limb has a mantra. And it has to be repeated by touching that place which is called a mudra. If you don't have, just put like this, and every part of the body. So you have the whole host of mantras in the body, in the subtle body. And this subtle body is awakened through this. This is called Nyasa. The Nyasa means that this subtle body is getting awakened and purified. Now, generally when we sit down to meditate or to do japa, we don't generally do all those kind of, there's Nyasa, it's called that awakening of this, you can say, Ah Nama and O Nama and E Nama, all these things. Yang and Lung and Vam and Fam. Oh my God. But it's a very technical, it has to be done very, very carefully. So your subtle body becomes kind of awakened. So if we keep on doing that, most of your time will be spent in this only. There is another way. The mantra that you have, that itself can be used to awaken all the mantras. So all these various mantras, Yang, Lang, Vang, Vang, Dhang, Dhang, all these things, they merge in your mantra and they emerge also from your mantra. So your mantra pervades all these things. It's a tremendous feeling. All the mantras in the body, in the subtle body, in all those parts, they all merge inside. Is this really? Because in Chinese, you can say practices like Tai Chi and Qi Zhang. There are all these various meridians that need to be awakened. They speak of it differently. Qi is nothing but prana. And all those meridians and all those parts of the body, each part is located there. They have a specific function. And that specific function, a specific nature. Your shoulder will be different. Your nature of a shoulder will be different from the nature of your elbow. Okay. So when you do like this, okay, this, yeah, this is. Then you say, Kang Nama, Gang Nama, Gang Nama, Gang Nama, Nan Nama. You see, the functions of the fingers, the knuckles, the wrist, elbow, their functions are different. Their nature also different. So each part has its own nature and own specific functions. When you start chanting your mantra, all those specific things are merged into the general sound of your own mantra. And you will find that your mantra, as you repeat it, is awakening all these mantras out. Your subtle body. As if they're emerging out and merging back in. It's a tremendous feeling. This is what is called like a spiritual homeostatus. As you don't need to have 2 mantras or 3 mantras. There are some people, I want 2, I want 3, I have 5, I have 10. No. Just 1. Some special spiritual aspirants have 2 or maybe 3. But they are special and they can't repeat it. But 1 mantra is given. Do it with devotion and sincerity. That is all. Okay. Now we had said how things get inside. What happens? So when the body is in equilibrium, in a homeostatic equilibrium, your mind, your prana and your body and all feel kind of, energized. Everything is in balance. You're healthy. As you keep on repeating this mantra, as I said, it goes down from the physical down to the prana, and from the prana it goes to the mental, and the mental it goes to the moral, and then the intellectual, and then your own identity, ego also, everything, your individual consciousness, everything, it gets deeper and deeper. What actually happens then? Yes, we had seen that the character of your mantra also keeps on changing. The nature of the mantra is there, say. As the mantra gets deeper and deeper, you are repeating it from here and you're visualizing it here. As it gets deeper inside, then it becomes more and more profound. Okay? So what is the sound like? The sound is something like this. Pay attention. This is that slow vibration that comes. It's low. It starts low and goes higher and higher and higher and higher and higher and higher. And then at the end, there's like a kind of a small tap. This is what actually the mantra will sound like as it gets deeper and deeper and deeper. The nature of the mantra will remain, but according to the level, the sound first, it will sound something like a thin vibration. Some people they swear, saying it's like a low jingling of bells. And then it becomes a deeper ringing of the bell, a big bell. The bell that you use during puja, it's like slowly if you ring it. And then it goes down. This is that humming sound that you get. At this stage, the mantra repeats itself. It's not going to bother asking you, should I repeat now? It has taken over. It has become automatic. Like the system, the homeostatic system of the body has taken over and is guiding everything, taking care of everything, the mantra now has become part of your entire, you can say, being. All the layers of your personality are now resonating, harmonious with this sound. The mantra keeps on repeating and repeating. At the tail end, you will find, as it gets deeper, there's a kind of a sound like someone is tapping a gong, a large gong. Tum, tum. You will hear this sound inside while repeating and also while not repeating. Why is it a disturbing sound? No, it's an extremely sweet, elevating sound. This sound is always there. You know, it's something like a lot of people suffer from tinnitus or tinnitus or whatever, tinnitus generally. So they have that ringing in the ear, and it's sometimes disturbing if you pay attention to it. When you're not paying attention, you do your thing, work, everything, but that sound is behind, it's going on. That sound is in the brain actually. It's not in the ears. It could be due to some blockages here in the eustachian tube, etc. But that sound, the tinnitus sound is always there, kind of a low intensity always there. You shift your attention to it, you'll hear it. You shift your attention away from it, you don't hear it. So this mantra vibration, when there is a kind of a status there within your body, there will always be that low, sweet, beautiful, elevating, blissful sound. This is the sound of the mantra repeating. And once you come to this stage, you just don't want your mantra to stop. And of course it doesn't stop. Keeps on repeating, 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 repeating. The system has taken over. This is what is called the multi-formed mantra. It appears one, but it has many things within it. So for today's practice, we will use the mantra Jai Shri Ram Krishna. This is a kind of a standard mantra we have been using. But if you have been initiated into some other mantra or you like some other mantra, please use that. It's not compulsory that you use this. You may use it, some of you may use it right now for this particular practice. But generally, use your own mantra. Those who don't have a mantra can use this mantra to further their spiritual progress. Okay. There are two things we'll have to see. We had shown you a picture of a person with one arrow pointing out to the repetition here and the visualization here. Okay. This. And the second, we had shown how the mantra slowly descends, okay, down. Now I want you all to sit down straight. Close your eyes, please. And be perfectly still. Close your eyes and be perfectly still. Become aware of the breath in your nostrils, please. Now begin repeating Jai Shri Ramakrishna. as you repeat Jai Sri Ram Krishna, try to see from where the sound is emerging from your oral cavities and what you are seeing on the screen of your mind. Jai Sri Ram Krishna. You repeat it silently. Jai Sri Ram Krishna. Jai Sri Ram Krishna. Jai Sri Ram Krishna. Jai Sri Ram Krishna. Now feel this very Jai Sri Ram Krishna emerging from your heart, from the center of your chest. It is reverberating there. Like when you shout in an empty room, you have the sound as well as the reverberations, the echo also. Now feel it like the same way in the cavity of your chest. Like you are repeating Jai Sri Ram Krishna within the hollow of your chest, and the mantra is vibrating, reverberating and echoing there. Jai Sri Ram Krishna. You are repeating it silently and it's vibrating in your chest. Jai Sri Ram Krishna. 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 Keep on repeating it silently and feel the whole thing, your chest inside, vibrating with this sound. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Shri Ram Krishna Arpanamastu. At one point of time you will feel the vibrations inside, loud and clear. You will not have to kind of try to visualize or imagine that's emerging. It will emerge from there and vibrate. It's like so much for multi-formed mantra. Time for some questions. Okay. Thank you everybody. Okay. How many days will it take to take mantra to get deeper into every part of the body? It depends on the aspirant. So if the aspirant is good and powerful, those mantras will become awakened in the body sooner. And it's always, that's the principle in everything. It depends on the individual. it depends on the effort, it depends on the sincerity. You cannot give a standard time limit and say this 6 months or 1 year. So keep on striving and you will know your own progress. You can gauge your own progress. How many hours do you recommend for japa or meditation? Oh, I would recommend not hours. I would recommend first start with a few minutes, 15 minutes. Go for quality. And if you can do repetition of 15 minutes in a beautiful, in a quality time, then you can slowly increase it by 5 minutes every 1 month or 2 months, or whatever is the capacity. Don't compromise on the quality. We are not just interested in quantity. Because this world has become so busy, you cannot afford to spend hours and hours. If suppose I say 5 hours, where will you get the time for that? Go in for quality and then push. An unregulated lifestyle causes mind to be restless. Regulate your life then. Scriptures also mention yama and niyama. Can one leading such a lifestyle make his mind forcefully a correction life? Oh yes, of course. You see, what happens is yama and niyama, if you're a man, you're a human being, you must exhibit some degree of control over yourself. You should not be impulsive, not be instinctive. The very fact that we are human beings means we can control our impulses. You feel a little hungry and you run to something to put something in your mouth. Stop. Don't. You're feeling thirsty. Okay, yeah, that's homeostatus, but then it should not make you restless. So have a degree of control over your body functions first. This is important. Then slowly you go for the mental functions. Okay. Until and unless you don't control your body, you will never be able to control your mind. So, and then that is how you to bend your body to your will. Suppose you don't like to vacuum your room or clean your room. Do it. Make your body follow the will. And then slowly the body will come under the control of your will. Then you can use this will for spiritual practices. This is the way. Okay, please make a series of videos on the Upanishads. We've had 2 Upanishads, the Shvetashvatra Upanishad and the Katha Upanishad, which took more than 1.5 years. Please go to our archives and you see that these Upanishads are there. More than 40 or 50 classes are there on each Upanishad. Okay, one whose mind has become calm and doesn't waver while doing mantra, japa and deep meditation. Okay, yeah, okay, fine. Japa or meditation reduces sleep duration. Yeah, it does. If done properly, done perfectly, it reduces your sleep. It reduces your bodily needs. Why mental repetition is more powerful than oral? You try it out. It is so. So the most powerful is the mental, the middling is the audible, and the lowest is the external audible. Semi-audible, audible. Mental is, so each is 100 times more powerful than the other one. So audible is say 1 degree and the more powerful is 100 here, semi-audible, and then 200 here, mental repetition. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Yeah. Mikasa, Sukasa. Yeah, thank you. when mantra is repeated mentally, why should the tongue not touch the upper palate in the mouth? Okay, yeah. You should not touch. Why? Because you are doing now complete mental japa, repetition. There is a stage when your tongue slightly moves with each repetition. But as the repetition gets deeper and deeper, your body becomes still, your tongue and everything becomes still, your eyes become still, and you are repeating just on the level of the mind. That's the time. So in order to come to that state, you have to remove your tongue from touching your teeth or your palate, etc. Keep it just like that. And it is also like an indication whether your japa has become mental or no. Because if you find your tongue always moving, oh no, yeah, I've still to plunge in deeper, yeah. So that's the idea. When I do japa or meditation, I feel scary, like something is approaching me towards me. And so, if you are doing japa, you are taking the name of God. That's the most powerful thing in the world and the most holy and the most sacred thing you are doing. Why should you feel scared? If you feel there's a kind of a presence coming here, it will have to be a divine presence. Otherwise, if you are doing some bhuta or preta mantra, that is for spirits and ghosts, or there are these mantras. So if you are doing those mantras, be careful. Check it up. Then take God's name. That will remove all these things. How often should we do these mantras? Oh my God. Formally, ritually, as I say, do it starting morning and evening. But this mantra has to be repeated mentally all through the day. When you're fixed in a kind of in an attention grabbing situation or work, the mantra will stop. And as that work or that situation changes, the mantra will revert itself. Keep on repeating. It becomes automatic. Keep on repeating over and over and over and over again. What? It destroys sin. It purifies the mind. It makes one concentrated. It makes one happy. So people want happiness. Everybody wants happiness. Some people find it in money. Some people find it in various other things where you know. But the best form of happiness is repeating the Lord's name. People don't understand this. And they are running for happiness. All that kind of running about, burns you out. You're soon burnt out. So repetition of God's name, in fact, fills you with more and more love and devotion and energy. So this is what we need to do. Will listening like we did now will help, or oral repetition? Oh no, oral repetition is, you must repeat. Don't put your headphones with a mantra on, with the music and say, I'm repeating a mantra. No, you are not. Mantra repetition is always an active form. It's not passive. You're listening. Bhur bhuva sva tat savitur varenyam. No, you repeat it. It has to be active. It has to come from inside out, not outside in. Okay. So this is, keep on repeating. Don't just listen to some mantra like you listen to these mantras and is that okay? No. You have to repeat it. Also, what is the word per word meaning of Jai Shri Ramakrishna? Okay. Glory, Jai. Shri Ramakrishna. That is, Ramakrishna is Ramakrishna, as we know. Shri is always, the word is used for that which is auspicious, divine. It's a name of the Divine Mother, Shri. Srimat. So, the goddess of wealth, the goddess of fortune, the goddess of, you can say, beauty and art and love and all these things, this is always there with this person. we live, okay, eagerly wait for my class. Okay, so for this mantra yoga, next Saturday we'll do this again. How is mantra jap different from sincere praise? The mantra japa, the mantra itself is condensed praise. It is a condensed form of all praise. So, if you want to do a kind of a standard prayer, do it. Do anything. Pray, and when the prayer becomes deeper and deeper and slowly it becomes smaller, it becomes a mantra. Sri Ramakrishna says, Nitai Amar Mata Hathi. And as the tempo keeps on increasing, Amar Hathi, and then Ha, Ha, Ha. So it ends up there. So that whole thing, so Sri Ramakrishna also says, the whole Gayatri merges, the Sandhya, that's a long ritual for some people, merges into the Gayatri. So if you do the Gayatri mantra, it's as good as doing that whole ritual. And that Gayatri mantra merges into the Om. So if you repeat the Om, it's the same as doing the Gayatri mantra. So things slowly come to a point. Thank you very much, everybody. See you again next Saturday for Mantra Jap. Om, peace, peace, peace.